everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Turnovers will be a focus in today's game. The Texans are top 10 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against the Jags team looking to avoid a costly mistake.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Second down now after the pass completion. Defense showing blitz. The ground. This is TJ Yeldon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Back to throw now on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They go back to the ground now with Yeldon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They'll run it again with Yeldon. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Back to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On first down, it's Watson setting up the screen for Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio, let's go.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
Off of play action, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Keith Marshall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. And from down in Miami, an update. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Shift together here from the D-line. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Alongside the former defensive back, Charles Davis. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. They'll toss it to Yeldon. Oh, spinning away. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson flush to his right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. First down carry now for Miller. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Miles Jack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Here we go.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Miles Jack in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the...
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Here's a give to Yeldon. They find some open field here. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone they can create points using their defense. And this time they take their man down.
And he's able to get it out of there. And this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 36. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. To throw on second is Watson. Steps away to his left. There he goes inside the 30. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Come on, let's go! Ohio!
To throw is Watson. He completes it to Bryant. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go!
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here we go!
And they'll give Miller another crack. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Let's go! Let's round! Ohio! Ohio! Let's round!
Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Meanwhile, a 2nd quarter score from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And now out comes Houston. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Back to throw, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Underneath for Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio. Ohio. Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand, let's go.
Final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? They are in the second quarter down in Miami. Well, the Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half, of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
On first down, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Faking the give. Now Watson rolling to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Slot man moves right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2, now third down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
All right, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. First down, he'll drop to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Second down, they'll try and run the counter. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Here we go.
Off the bootleg. Watson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gonna need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Come on, let's go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And now out come the Jags. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They go play action here on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
second down. Here's Yeldon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
His throw caught at about the 5. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Second down, the ball on the 2 here, second and goal. Now T.J. Yeldon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This offense so far on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Here's Yeldon. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They're on to the second half now down in Miami. And the Cowboys, they've moved out in front. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you?
You and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll put Fuller in motion right. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Gonna need something special here on third and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a handoff to Yeldon. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, it's Yeldon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And to give this time to the tailback. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now.
Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 28. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
The pitch goes to Yeldon, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
That's complete over the middle to Anderson. A good pickup there at 22. First down now, but that clock rolling.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Anderson. A good pickup there at 22. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So a collective holding a breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. Dancing to his left. And he is knocked down from the side. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
He's back to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete.
And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be third down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And tough starting field position here.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On the give, this is their fullback. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now it's Yeldon running right. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter.